Candidates in Missouri are signing up to run for Congress without knowing exactly who they will represent. That's just one of the curiosities on this opening day of filing for state offices. Reporter Kermit Miller has more.
Only people who file on the first day get to draw numbers from a fish tank for ballot position.
638.
Some candidates believe being listed first on the ballot in a crowded primary is worth some extra votes. The fish tank lottery evens the odds.
Would it be nice to be first on the ballot? Sure it would, but that's not my primary focus.
The brighter spotlight here fell in two areas. One, the state Senate filibuster and the resulting lack of finalized congressional district maps.
The state lawmakers have a tough job before them. They'll finish it. They'll pass a map.
They're going to work through it, and they're going to put together districts that represent Missouri well.
There are parts of 4 counties that are in my current House district. You know, if I had to move to one of the other counties, depending on how the lines are, I would do that.
In Missouri, that's not required of the people who serve in Congress. It is required of those elected to the state legislature, and the state Senate districts are still in the hands of a judicial panel.
But the residency requirements are different when the maps are redrawn, so it shouldn't be a problem for anyone.
The other spotlight here is on the Republicans running to replace Roy Blunt in the U.S. Senate. Almost all salivate at the idea of an endorsement by Donald Trump.
Supported President Trump on his tax cuts, lower prescription drug costs. No one will have to question my conservative America First credentials.
At least one has a campaign born of notoriety.
Einstein's definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you like the status quo.
Mark McCloskey's tabloid profile is eclipsed by that of former Governor Eric Greitens, driven from office by a sex and intimidation scandal, which ultimately never got prosecuted.
You've seen how now they've been charged with 7 felonies for creating a false case against us. We've been tested. I'm a fighter.
While Greitens might push the scandal into the shadows, you can count on his primary opponents to keep it alive.
I think he's going to have to make that case to Missourians. There's a lot of questions that were left unanswered when he left. And, I'm never going to quit on Missouri.
It's not conservative to tie a woman up in your basement and to assault her and to bring shame and disgrace on our state.